As you can see, I need to do something about the brakes. They're sticking a little bit, so I'm just going to jack it up and have a bit of a look at them, and maybe push back the piston in the caliper, and just try and get things freed up a little bit, because they're binding at the moment, and Moby needs to be able to manoeuvre when he's going through his inspection tomorrow. They're nice and free. Like, they were tight, but they're I can tell the threads are clean. I don't think Chewy's very happy about sharing the garage with Moby at the moment, after tearing me Opel work pants. Ah well. Once I have the paperwork sorted for this, I won't be doing much more on the project until I have finished Chewy. So I promise I'll finish you first. It's the first thing I've removed from the car. Judging by this, looks like it was very nicely maintained. You're usually beating these things off with a big stick. Good pads. Like, you can see everything was in good shape. It's just been sitting there a little while. Excellent. This isn't a full restoration at the moment. I'm just freeing things up for this test. I won't actually be doing the real work on this car for another couple of months. I freed this one up by working the piston back, and the pads here were squeezed in against the disc, and that was what was preventing it from turning. You can see on this side, even with the leverage of the wheel, that's not turning at all. I'm not going into detail of how I'm freeing these up. Just follow your own workshop manual. I'm doing this way, my own way, and I'm not taking responsibility for showing people how to work on brakes. These brakes are much more worn, these brake pads. As you can see, they're much closer together. So I would say this has been binding for a long time, and actually during use. Which is the thing that happens with these Kadetts if they're not used regularly. They tend to seize up. The piston comes out and doesn't go back in anymore, so every time it's used it clamps a little bit more, and then it just tends to wear the brake pads. There's also sliders here that can seize that the overall caliper is able to move, so that this one is able to pull in closer. That's a bit better.